Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Elvinas, how are you doing, my friends? Welcome. Everybody, welcome on this webinar. How is everyone doing today? I'm trying to get us also on the YouTube channel, so just bear with me. How are you guys doing today? Elvina said, I'm good. How are you? I'm very well. Thank you. So, everyone, where are you watching us from? Let me know. Let's give it just a couple of minutes more and we are ready to start. Adam said from the UK. How is the weather over there in the UK? I hope you're getting some sun over there. It's nice. Yeah, perfect. Olga said hello from Turkey. Nice. Hugo from Portugal. Musty from Austria. Anai, hi from Italy. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. So, did you guys traded anything last week? Anyone? Did you take any trades from what we analyze, from the stuff we explain? Okay, I think, yeah, we are good on YouTube. Perfect. So, I think we are ready to start. I see many people, they join us. Abfelsal from Latvia. Awesome. Elvina said just break even last week. Okay, what did you mainly trade it? If you want, you can share with us. So, guys, let's get started. Until everybody else will join, I think we are good to start. So, myself and the Elevating Forex team would like to welcome you to another weekly market insights and predictions webinar. And please understand that this content is not intended to provide investment or trading advice or personal recommendation to anyone. And for those who are new here, Monde, hello from Zambia. Guys, who is for first time on this webinar? Let me know, please. That will be just interesting to see how many new people we have, because all the time I try to bridge the gap between what I'm saying and what we say the other times. Okay, Adam, first time here. Abfelsal, first time. Great. Hello, Gorant. Okay, we have quite a few people for first time. That's fantastic. I mean, I love it. So, guys, my name is Theodoru. I'm originally from Cyprus. I started my trading career in Australia, where I used to live for the last 10 years, and recently I came back to my home country, let's say. But I call Australia home as well, because 10 years is 10 years. So, as for my expertise and experience, I'm a certified financial technical analyst. So, as we understand, this keeps up a lot of my hours on the day. I'm also a certified market technician by the International Federation of Technical Analysts. I have more than 10 years experience in trading. I love currency trading because of their correlations, and they make them very predictable most of the times. And once we know we have solid structure, how do we work, we can make sure that our entries are precise. Goran says, cannot hear you. Is everything okay with others? Guys, I think that everyone can hear me. Yes. From my end, I see that the mic works pretty well. Can you just send a quick message to make sure that, yep, okay, it's okay now. Perfect. Sound, it's good. All right. So, on a daily basis, I deliver market analysis for some hedge funds and some trading firms, prop firms, actually. I create educational courses for trading and investing, and of course, I teach as well educational courses and either on groups or one-on-one, doesn't matter. I'm a published author of articles in some financial magazines, and I host events with traders, if you know, like Steve Ninson, on John Bollinger, the Bollinger Band Indicator, a PhD economist, Daniel LeCalle, and many, many, many more. So enough said, and let's go directly to the charts and see what's exciting for this week. And there are a lot of exciting stuff here. I will start with the major currency pairs and the euro US dollar. For those who are new traders here, I always start from the weekly chart. And guys, that's one of the actually the easiest and the best way to trade the currency markets. You use one time frame to do analysis, simple stuff, and you use another time frame to execute trades. Now, the analysis I do, it's always the same. I look for support resistance areas, and on the weekly chart, I look for some kind of market structure on the weekly chart, if it's up here, if it's there. And also I look for some reversal price actions to make sure that there's going to be a shift in market momentum. That's all. Then I go down to the 4-hour chart, and I have some ways, like I explain you pretty much on every webinar, how do I enter the trades? Okay, so for example, on the euro US dollar, what happened last week, and don't worry, I will point them on the chart. What happened actually last week, the price traded all the way up here, and it created this bearish reversal candlestick. Now, for those who, of course, who are new here, you need to learn a few things about candlesticks, about markets. I cannot give you all this on this webinar, but if you either send me a message or send Gios a message and he can forward it to me, I can direct you where to find some stuff. Okay, so reversal price action here. And for those that hear this again and again and again, we just need to also appreciate the new traders on this webinar. So we have to let them know that we can help them to find the information they are looking for to develop themselves as traders. So reversal price action here, and what do we expect to happen is simply to see some drop next week, which means strength on the euro and weakness on the euro and strength on the US dollar. The currency pairs, they go in pairs, as I just said, currency pairs. So euro US dollar, for example, we have the euro and we have the US dollar. If the market goes down, the market moves downwards, it means there is weakness on the euro and strength on the US dollar. But sometimes the market will go down because there is too much, let's say, there is no extreme weakness on the euro, but the US dollar is insanely strong. Knowing what's going to happen fundamentally next week, because I also check the calendar and I blend it with the technical analysis, we expect some positive news events that they're going to favor the US dollar. So if this is going to happen, technically we are at a strong area of resistance. We have a reversal price action on the weekly chart, and we have two ways to go. Now, we're going to trade this either on the 4-hour time frame or on the hourly time frame. The reason I conduct this analysis today and every time on the 4-hour time frame, it's because it's going to help you to have more relevant information through the week. But if I do on the hourly time frame, it's not going to be very useful for you to have all the weekly information. But saying that, you can every day check the hourly time frame or specific price action patterns. And if you don't know how to look for bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, and all this stuff, again, let me know, and I will guide you on where to find the information. So price on the 4-hour chart, it didn't break any market structure, and the market is still in an uptrend because it makes higher highs and higher lows. Only if the price will break below this low point here, then we will start looking for short opportunities. Okay, guys? Now, I would like to ask everyone, do you have any questions? Please let me know. Okay, don't be shy. We do this webinar for you, and I appreciate if anything you need, you can ask during the webinar. So this is how we trade. We execute actually the trades. We wait for the price to break a level of support if we want to sell, and we wait for the retracement, and we find the execution to go short. Okay, and ideally we want to go for, let's say, 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 on this one. Hezi asked, how do you work out the take profit and stop loss? Because I trade candlestick patterns, I always, if I go short, which means if I sell the market, I always put the, let's say we have this candlestick here and I want to go short here to sell the market from this point. I will put the entry there. I will put the stop loss above the previous week's high, the previous candle's week high, and I will include the spread here just to avoid the double top formation. Elvinas asks, but retracements don't happen often on the higher time frames. Will you still wait for the 4-hour retracement? Absolutely. If the retracement doesn't happen on the 4-hour time frame, it means I cannot apply my plan. I cannot trade my plan. I have a plan that I trade every single day. And if the conditions, they don't meet to trade my plan, I just don't trade. I wait for another opportunity in another market. Okay, so fairly bearish on the euro US dollar, and we will try to definitely capitalize on that one to go short. Okay, for those that are wonder, I use the 50-period moving average just as a filter, nothing else. Okay, I don't trade based on moving average. If you don't use moving averages or something, totally fine. I can cover everything from the chart. Don't worry, don't get confused here. But if you are using them, then we use any indicator we use just for filter, just for additional information before we execute any trade. Okay. Everything, it's clear so far, guys? Boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, everyone? Yep, perfect. So next one, Great British Pound US dollar. Compared to the euro US dollar, the Great British Pound, you see that it makes higher highs here. So at this point, we needed a break of the low here to start looking for shorts, and the break of the low happened. So from next week, I'm waiting for the price to retrace a little bit back upwards. I want to see some green candles, and then I want to see a kind of rejection, a black candle, or a reversal price action pattern like shooting star or bearish engulfing. And then I will go short, simple as that. And I will try to squeeze 2-to-1. If I risk, let's say, 100 euros on this trade, I will try to squeeze 200 euros out of that one. If I risk 10 euros or $10, I will try to squeeze $20. That's it. And I play the same trading setup, same plan every day for so many years now. You can apply it on any time frame. You can apply it on the 1-minute chart. You can apply it on the 5-minute chart, just with some add-ons and some variations, of course. But the idea is the same. Amai asked, question, is it okay using the daily for the main time frame and 5-minute for entry time frame? To be honest, no, it's not okay. Because, and I believe that many traders, they are asking about that question. On the daily chart, you have one information that it could created that candle, let's say, during the New York trading session. In Forex trading or in CFD markets, like either it's Forex, commodities, indices, you need to understand the overlaps between the trading sessions. Why this is important? Because if there is a overall bullishness on the daily chart and you want to execute on the 5-minute chart, you need to understand in which trading session you are trading what if you are trading, let's say, the euro US dollar, or let's take the Great British Pound US dollar because it's in front of the screen. You trade the Great British Pound against the US dollar and you try, let's say, to trade it during the overlap between the London and the New York. If you don't know exactly the time zones and all this stuff, and you often get yourself into the retracement, into the corrective phase instead of into the momentum phase. Okay, you need to understand really well the overlap trading sessions, as well as you need to understand if you're going to trade, let's say, during the New York trading session, you need to understand what happened during the Asian session, what happened during the London trading session, and what to expect to happen during the New York trading session, and to find the relevant levels that you're going to trade. You need to be very precise when you trade the 5-minute charts or the 1-minute charts. And I see traders every single day, because one of my also services, one of the things that I do on a daily basis is private coaching. I see many traders, they try to implement exactly what we say here on the 4-hour chart to the 5-minute chart. That's not applicable. Okay, the idea, it is at some extent very this methodology, it's how we trade, but you need to add some more filters and you need to have some more understanding when it comes down to the lower time frames. Okay, I hope that is clear. Nikolai said everything is fine. Masti said, is it okay to analyze the 4-hour, 1-hour, and entry on the 5-minute chart? Absolutely, yeah, it's much more relevant. Elvina says, can we expect some support at this level where the price is currently on the Great British Pound against the US dollar? If you are trading the 5-minute chart, yeah, this is your support and this is your resistance. But if you are trading the hourly time frame, you will have definitely, let me point it here. Yep, that's a support. You are very right. So that's the previous week's low, and that's connected support. Of course, we can expect a bounce from here, but let's see what's going to happen during the Asian trading session tomorrow, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, so again, I'm expecting weakness on this one here. So next one, USD, Australian dollar, US dollar. Last week, the price was still making higher highs and higher lows, but last week we start finding some weakness on the Australian dollar because of the unemployment rate that increased in Australia. From 4%, it jumped to 4.1%. So from that point onward, on Thursday, I will start looking to sell the Australian dollar. Okay, one opportunity was this one here, bearish engulfing, price made lower highs and lower lows, bearish engulfing price action, and it went down. And another one, it was on Friday, on the 30-minute chart, that one actually, where the price started consolidating during the Asian trading session, and bearish engulfing candlestick here, it went for 2 to 1. These are a little bit more advanced stuff with the Fibonacci extensions and all this stuff, but I can explain you again everything. Okay, so that was a good opportunity. From this week, what are we looking for? We are looking for, actually, we expect the weakness to be continued, and we have some levels of support down there. So if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows here. At some point, price will come back, and we expect to put a reversal price action at this level here, and we're going to take advantage to go short. Okay, that's my plan. Again, you can add this on your watch list. Yeah, we will analyze the gold, of course. So on the majors, as you realize, the technical part, it indicates that overall we're going to see some strength in the US dollar. Okay. Next one, USD Swiss. See, that was a little bit surprised, but the previous week, remember, we analyzed this one and we said that the Swiss franc was a very strong currency, and we were trying to look for some short opportunities, and it was only one on Tuesday up here, okay, on the 4-hour chart. So now the price is moving upwards, but again, if the US dollar is going to be very strong, we expected the price to continue rally and not come back downwards. Is that clear? Do you guys understand this? Next one, the US dollar JPY. So again, another one, if we look on the weekly chart, last week the price didn't really move lower as expected, but the market instead shifted to the towards the upside. And what can we see here is that the buyers, they are stepping in, and maybe they're going to push really the prices higher. Now, understand that on Friday, back in Japan, they will report the consumer price index. It's a very important indicator for the currencies, and is expected to increase. The number is expected to increase as per the forecast. So if this is going to happen, most likely we will see some strength on the Japanese yen. And if the US dollar is going to be also a strong currency, this can just go sideways. Okay, guys, any questions so far? Mostly said, I'm mostly looking on daily chart. If it's bullish or bearish, then looking for the pullbacks and support resistance zones on the 4-hour, 1-hour, and then 5-minute chart for entry. Yeah, that sounds like a very decent trading plan. Absolutely. Elvina asks, can we also take a look at pound Japanese yen, and if you can explain why does price react of these psychological levels like 0, 0, 25, 5, yep. Can you check gold? Yes, we're going to check gold. Christos said, how about Euro Swiss and Pound Swiss? Yeah, they are on our watch list, and we will check them out. Let's check the Great British Pound against the Japanese yen. And again, last week, the strength of the yen just create this drop on every currency that traded against the Japanese yen. Now, the market is in a strong uptrend on the weekly chart, but the price action is not helpful at all. So on the 4-hour time frame, we see the price makes lower highs and lower lows, and that's when the traders, they get confused. How do we trade with the momentum of the weekly chart, for example? Or if that happened on the daily chart, how do we trade with the momentum of the daily chart if we're going to trade the hourly or 30-minute chart, and so on and so forth? You have to wait for let me share with you a secret. The best way to trade anything is if you wait for the time frame you will use for execution to be in the trend that you want to trade. If you intend to buy this market because of the higher time frame, but this market makes lower highs and lower lows, remember, the lower time frame leads the higher time frame, because the lower time frame creates the outcome of the higher time frame. But we use the higher time frame as the barometer. So if you don't see the price to change and from downtrend to see an uptrend, how would you have increased probabilities of success if you're going to just buy this market from down here? So if you are intent to buy, this is your high, this is your low, wait for the price to make a new higher high, to break the structure, to change the character, however do you want to call it, is fine. Just see that the buy orders are significantly more than the sell orders, or the buyers are more than the sellers in this market. Okay, so from this one here, based on the 4-hour time frame, market makes lower highs and lower lows. The higher time frame, it's in an uptrend. So that's the scenario. For me, ideally, I would like, if I will trade it on the 4-hour time frame, I would like to see higher highs and higher lows before I trade, and that may be going to happen middle of next week if it's going to happen. But if I will trade this on the 5-minute chart, of course, I will try to go with the direction of the 4-hour time frame. Do you guys understand this? The direction on the 4-hour time frame is down, so on the 5-minute, I will look for bearish opportunities to sell. Similar with the Euro-Japanese yen, on the weekly chart, price rejected at the levels of support we spotted last week. And on the 4-hour chart, we wait and we see if it's going to be a pattern that's going to suggest to start looking for long opportunities. Now, if you want to go on the hourly time frame to execute, I recommend, and that's what I teach to anyone, how to execute the trades. If you're going to use candlestick patterns, the best ways to trade it: bullish engulfing when you buy and bearish engulfing when you are selling. Next one, Euro Swissie. On the weekly time frames, the price made a bearish engulfing price action, and ideally we want to look for short opportunities next week. So the price, let's get rid of the 50 moving average. Let's get rid of the indicators at the bottom because we don't use them anyway. So the price here made lower highs and lower lows, bearish engulfing of the weekly chart. So ideally, I would like to be a seller on this one here, and the same with the Great British Pound against the Swiss franc. Now, what you might spot is there is a fair value price or fair value gap, depends how do you know it, at this point here, and the market might gonna retrace a little bit deep to come and fill up this area before it moves downwards. Okay, but if the price will climb all the way up here and it continue its upward move, it means the higher time frames trend will resume, and that's the weekly charts. Okay, so next one, Great British Pound Swissie, similar scenario. On the weekly time frame, the price it stopped around this resistance, although the higher time frame it's in an uptrend, kind of inside candle. So if the weakness will continue, we will see continuation of lower highs and lower lows. If you want some areas of support, one support is down here from this low point, and another support is also down there from this lower point. So we take it case by case, actually. Okay. Euro Canadian dollar, the Bank of Canada next week, guys, will report interest rates. Currently, the interest rates in Canada are 4.75%, yeah, or 5.75, I'm not sure. And they're going to drop it. They are expecting a drop of 25 basis points. So to go to 4.5, or if it's 5.75 to 5.5, I'm not sure about that. Just let me check quickly. And where it is, Bank of Canada. Oh, where are you, Bank of Canada? Yeah, it's 4.75. Yeah, not 5.75. So if this is going to happen, and if the markets will follow through with that, we will see some strength, some weakness in all the Canadian dollar, and it's going to follow with some bullish on the Euro CAD and also some bullish on the Pound CAD. Olga asked about the Pound CAD. Yes, we will check the Pound CAD. So at the moment, the Euro CAD makes higher highs and higher lows. If you see on the lower time frames, it broke and closed above that previous strong resistance, and the market is in an uptrend. We expect it to continue being an uptrend until we see break of market structure. Okay, same with the Euro CAD, same with the Pound CAD. On the weekly chart here, price makes higher highs and higher lows, and for now it doesn't seem reasonable to start looking for short opportunities. Remember, we start looking for long opportunities from this point here, right at the beginning of the move, because of this consolidation pattern that we explain and the reversal price action of the weekly chart. So what we show here, it actually works really, really well, exceptionally well. And we spotted only 3 opportunities on this time frame. Imagine if you were monitoring every day this for the last 3 weeks, you will have trading many setups on the 30 minutes and 1 hour time frame. Now, here there are few fair value gaps or price areas that the market is expected to come down. Grab some of the orders here before it continues upward move, and let's see what's going to happen next week. Juan said, can you later explain how do you trade a signal from your channel? I mean, how many positions you open, when to move to break even, when to take partial profits? Oh my God, this is going to take me 1 hour to explain you all this, that one. Can you, if you kindly send me a message on Telegram or perhaps to Gilles, I can help you a little bit with that, but not on this webinar, sorry, because of the time, that's all. I tried to go very fast to cover everything here. Let's check the gold. So many people, they ask for the gold, so let's go through it. Last week, gold made a new all-time high, but it wasn't a sustainable move. It was a false breakout of the previous all-time high up here. False breakout occurs when the price action doesn't sustain the breakout, and by the end of the trading session, if the candlestick is on the weekly chart, it means by the end of the week. If the candlestick is on the 5-minute chart, it means by the end of the 5-minute session. The price closes below the breakout point. And especially in this case, the price on the weekly chart created a bearish shooting star reversal price action pattern. So from Monday onwards, I'm looking to continue shorting this one or to continue selling the gold. What I don't like is when the price make these moves like 10, 15 candles of the same color without any kind of retracement, because that shows that this market doesn't have any sequence. This price behavior often favorable only positions that they be taken on the reversals, nothing else. Because for us waiting to see some bullish, some green candles to go short, it's going to pretty much take a while here, unless it's going to happen on Monday or on Tuesday. Okay, so I'm fairly bearish on the gold. Now, be careful with that, guys. What I'm saying, I'm fairly bearish on the gold, I mean based on the 4-hour time frame. But if from Monday you're going to see signals on the group like on the 5-minute chart, and you will go on the 5-minute, you're going to see a buy signals, and you will see the price makes higher highs on the 5-minute chart. We trade based on the current price and current market momentum. Okay, and our traders, when they send the signals on the group, on the channel group, they use them based on the current trading sessions momentum. Okay, rather than something else. So just don't get confused with that one. But if you're going to trade on the 4-hour time frame or on the hourly time frame, you need to see the trend on that time frame. Does that make sense, guys? You need to check the trend on that specific time frame. Christos asks, gold in daily time frame seems to form something like a Wyckoff distribution. Yes, I would like to be a seller overlap, but I will wait for the return of the previous high area, not the extreme one. Yes, I see that you have a good understanding, and that's great. Absolutely, I agree with you. It's kind of the Wyckoff distribution. So you need some kind of green candles, let's say, before you start looking for short. So overall, based on the big picture, we want to sell the gold and to go for a good reward to risk. But on a daily basis, if there are uptrends on the 5-minute and 15-minute chart, we can take advantage and buy them. Okay, but I cannot be sitting in front of I cannot be live like on the webinar the whole London trading session to just tell you, hi guys, now we have an uptrend here. So the 30 minutes is in an uptrend, so we can buy, or the 4 hour now it's in a downtrend, we can sell, and so on and so forth. Something, a good opportunity last week was, some good opportunities actually was on the US oil that I took some trades. And for those who know me a little bit better, you know that during the New York trading session, I love trading the US oil or the WTI. And it was a double top here, double top there with a bearish engulfing price action. After that occurred, I entered there, I put my stop loss there, and I went for this area as a TP, take profit. Or actually it was this one here, so no, it wasn't that one, it was exactly this one. It was for 3-2-1, this one. So again, there are some traders, maybe they are fighting on some time frames on the 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, or any time frame, and they make 1 or 2% on a weekly basis. But if you spot only a couple of trades on a higher time frame, you take them. You need to be a bit patient as well. When I entered the trade here, I think it was Thursday, and I knew that I have to sit for a while into this trade. Okay, it wasn't going to play out just on a straight go. So next one, guys, any other currency pair you would like to see? I took it, this webinar, I went really fast because we cover a lot of market information here. In other webinars, we also had a little bit of more, or also educational stuff. Christos said USD Canadian dollar will be awesome, I guess. Absolutely, because the USD Canadian dollar, it's in an uptrend here, and if the Bank of Canada will drop the interest rates, guess what? The market will continue, most likely, its upward move. So it's a very structural, basic, solid, however do you call it. You can use trend lines, you can only use order blocks. For those who want to know about order blocks, fair value prices, overlap trading sessions and all this stuff, I conducted some webinars for some prop firms, and they're going to upload them on YouTube. I can send you links so you can educate yourself. Okay. Father asks for the Bitcoin. Let's check the BTC. Oh, what was this drop here? Come on. Do you guys see that? So Bitcoin, what happened? We are on the 4 hour time frame. Now you see a little bit busy chart because I sent this to a hedge fund. I will send it actually tomorrow, so I prepare the analysis. Price makes higher highs and higher lows here, and we have this inside support, and surprisingly the price just tests this inside support and bounced off and then moved upward. So it will be good if the traders, they had this information before. But anyway, what we expect the price to continue moving upwards. We have the previous week's high around here that can bring some resistance in the market, and if this is going to happen, then we're going to see decline. But if not, the price will continue moving upwards, and then we expect it to go around, I think it's 72 or 70,000, which is an older weekly high. Okay, pretty much bullish. If you want, you can copy the chart here. Feel free to take screenshots. You can add the same levels on your chart. It's totally fine. We have some bullish engulfing orders, some bullish order blocks here. We have some fair value prices areas, which they can act as support factors if the price keeps dropping. Okay. Any other question? Did I miss any question from anyone? I think I covered everything so far. Okay. So, do you guys trade indices or Christos? Where we can find educational materials from you? Olga, thank you so much. You are very, very welcome. Guys, if you want, educational materials I have everywhere. I have on my website, I have on, they have in some channels where I provide educational materials. But if you need, because you also need to tell me what do you need to know more, maybe there are other areas you can look for. I'm happy to guide you in every single way. You can find me, let's say if you are on Instagram, you can find me with Theo Theodoro, or on Telegram if you want. I can you can either send message to Giol's Telegram and you ask, please connect me with Theo, and he will do that. Or if you want, I can just share my Telegram username and you can just reach directly. I mean, either way, it's fine. It's not a big deal. However you feel more comfortable and however you prefer it, guys. Okay. Yep. Okay, so here it is. I think that's the correct one. Okay, it's just whatever it's easier for you. Some people they like, some people they like to send message to Giol's and say, please connect me with Theo. Some other, because he's at the support and you have already access to the support on our Telegram, or if you just, it's easier for you to directly send me a message, you can do that. So that's not a problem. So any other pair? Let me check the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, because that was also, no, it was not the one I would like to show you. It was this one, the Canadian dollar, Swissie, actually, because the last 2 weeks, remember, for those that were on the webinars the last few weeks, we already mentioned about these rejections right here, the reversal price actions. And on the lower time frames, we wanted to find some ways to sell this market. It means to go short. And some people, they like to use trend lines, not to directly trade the bounce on the rejections of the trend lines, but to just ensure that the price is below the trend line and we are still looking for short opportunities, or we are still looking to sell the market. Okay, I often see traders, they don't understand how to use a trading tool or a trading indicator, and somebody tells them on YouTube, you know, this doesn't work, this indicator doesn't work, this. Everything works when you know where to apply them and how to use them, okay, and in what market conditions you can do that. All right, so and something for those they left on the webinar, because some people they already leave. For those they are still here, I'm planning, it was actually it came up as a request. I never thought of doing that, but it came up as a request from one of you guys here, and I like the idea. What if to launch, let's say, a few times a year only, to do educational webinars exclusively for those they really want to learn how to trade. Okay, so they are going to be group webinars. They're not going to be one-on-one like private coaching. So it's not going to be that thing, but yeah, it's going to be group webinars, and I will just teach you from A to Z how to trade, regardless if you are beginner, intermediate, advanced. It's going to be just this way. If it's something you would like to learn about, yep, I will put something in the next few webinars to explain you what are my thoughts and how I can make it work for you. Guys, I think would you be interested in to learn to start from the basics and just get you to the advanced level? If you want, you can just put your comments below. Not a problem at all. I would like to hear what you say, because if I do this, it's going to be for you. And yeah, that will be a great idea, of course. Okay, yeah, I will come up with a plan. Middle to advanced, yeah, perfect. So I'm thinking of just putting together, let's say on on few PDF or of few ebooks, the very basic of what is leverage, what is margin, some terminology, some very, very, very basics. So we can liquidity, some of this stuff. So we can just take it from the webinars to go through the application. What do you think? Yep, it's a good idea. Vincent, okay, I will be there. It's a good idea, okay. Yep, entry models, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so everyone, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, it was, again, I was very happy to share all this market information with you. I believe that you find value through our webinars. Everything we do here at Elevating Forex is to serve your trading purpose as best and as much as possible. You see on every webinars, I show my real face. You can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on the TradingView, on Telegram. You can check. Some people, they even ask for my credentials, that I'm really a certified financial technical analyst and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to share them if you have any questions, because I believe it's very important. The person who you will choose to sit down and learn and trust that person, that he or she will teach you and educate you on something that you're going to use. You need to be sure that it's the right person for you. Okay, that's why it's good to make the research of who I am, what I do, and blah blah, and decide if you feel that you want to get the information from me. But I will leave you with this. I want to wish to everyone to have a fantastic, fantastic evening wherever you are in the world. And again, we value you here at Elevating Forex. We appreciate you, and we are doing the best to serve your trading purpose as great as possible. Silas asks, can you share your social media handles? The Theo I have seen on LinkedIn, it's not you. Okay, let me share the LinkedIn very, very fast. Let me just go on my LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, where is Theo? Where are you, Mr. Theo? Here. Here it is. Guys, on LinkedIn, this is my profile there. Yep. So, okay, that's all from me today. Guys, everyone, have a great night. Thank you so, so much. And I will see you all be here again next Sunday at the same time. And I will see you all with more market updates. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.